Chat, it's your boy Mad Max. We back with another episode, another video of React with Max. And today episode we got a Louisiana rapper. They say he killed the man waiting for his haircut. Let's get into this video, chat. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe and share, because it is free. No cap.
College, I've been out the port, but now I'm jumping off with Dirty Little Bastard. Gang.
Oh, him say we can't get no rap off him. I'ma keep my gap, but if I bust it, shoot a butter rim. I can't never laugh, you gon' snatch what I'm hooping. Nigga must wanna be missed. 900, bitch, I bang everybody but the children.
I got some fire
in my studio. I was like, I'm giving away free studio time. Come in who y'all want or whatever. I had probably like over 2,000 comments or whatever. And I already knew, I'm gonna keep it gangster. I already knew that I was gonna give it to Colin. But so I gave Colin the hour. He came over, you know, people. I used to ask people. I was like, but I had been watching Colin for a year before that or whatever. I just saw the kid and I was like, man, this kid just looked interesting.
Taking you to a breaking shooting in Tangipahoa, the Hammond Police Department says a shooting broke out at Hair Salon on the west side of Hammond earlier this evening. Officials say the victim was already transported to North Oaks Medical Center when they arrived, but later died.
Fam, most of us did, but have you ever came across somebody who you knew was trying too hard to fit in? You can just tell deep down he or she wasn't really living like he or she say they was living. And of course, the ones that rap and we assume that about, at first people might give them the benefit of the doubt. But once you fake it, fam, you know. It's like telling lies on top of lies. You gotta keep lying. And eventually, you're gonna get exposed. And it's mentioned for the ones that rap, when this happens, your rap career starts to decline. Your image cracks, and the real you shows up in everyday life. But fam, what if I told you today, you're talking about a teenager who actually tried to live that life he was rapping about. A kid who made one of the most damaging choices you can make. A choice that can cost them the rest of their life behind bars. Murder. Now this is a young man who, according to some people close to the situation, was scared and trying to impress the homies he was with. Someone who ran down the block after shooting and actually called 911, admitting he pulled the trigger. You see what I mean by fitting in? At first you'll think it's self-defense, right? But apparently, which we'll later discuss, there's a video the victim's family got to see. From inside the establishment, we'll later identify in the video. And that video points a very different picture than self-defense. Today, we talking about this local Louisiana rapper, who he is, when he first came out, his trouble with the law, him being shot twice, and being compared to NBA Youngboy at a very early age. Probably because he sounded just like him. But now, reports say that just this past week, he was responsible for killing a man who was simply waiting to get his head cut. In this video, we break down this story. Most importantly, pay our respects to the victim.
Bruh, if that wasn't his op, like if he ain't walk in and spot his op and just blacked out and just did that, his ass a goofy, gang. I ain't gonna lie, cause like, what the fuck?
Victim disclose all public details thus far, as we found out that the perpetrator was a young man who recently came home from doing a short stint. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Fam, in this video, we headed to a place about 40 to 50 miles northwest of New Orleans and 40 miles east of Baton Rouge, Hammond, Louisiana. Sits right off I-12, making it a major pass-through city in the region, with the city population at around 21,000, known as one of the fastest growing areas in Louisiana. A mix of college students, families, and rural to urban neighborhoods. Large working class population with pockets of heavy poverty. Home to SLU, Southeastern Louisiana University, one of the state's major universities. SLU brings a big college presence, nightlife, apartments, and student-led activity to the city. Also from this area was an aspiring rapper who go by the name of Kalen Green, also known as Cavalry Kalen as his rap stage name. His most notoriety came about 3 to 4 years ago when he first got signed, having features with Lled, may he rest in peace, and even B-Way Youngin. He ended up getting signed at the age of 14 years old by a major
Who the fuck is this man? What, man?
label. Some say not living up to the expectations of the label caused him to be mentally damaged.
They thought they had them a young boy. They thought they had another young boy for sure.
Nigga must wanna be me.
What happened when you got shot?
Trying to get
Take
copyrighted.
us back to that. How that went?
Alright, so boom. It's like 2 years ago. Well, what you? I got shot. I got shot recently. Well, I got grazed recently, but you could say I got shot. Well, I got shot. You could say it. But which one you want to talk about? The first one?
That shit running about everything. Like till you got, I heard it was twice.
All right, boom. So look, we had a show. My cousin had a show and shit. And like I had this car, I had bought my mom this AMG when I first signed my deal. As you mentioned in the first question, I had signed my deal. I had bought my mama AMG Benz, but mind you, I had posted and shit. Mind you, if you a rapper, don't be posting a vehicles you drive in. None of that shit. They own that shit, gang. You feel me? Niggas hating for no reason. I ain't bought nobody out. You feel me?
Right.
So boom, we had pulled up. You feel me? We had pulled up, and some shit had went off, and my brother,
Nigga say if you're a rapper, like that's just. Why you posting your name with period? Fuck all that rapper shit. What if you're a rapper?
brother 9, shit, it was just me and my brother, but shit, it really was. They had went to McDonald's and shit, and motherfucking, I was following them, but brother and them, and when I got my food, I went back parked in my hood, cause mind you, this is my hood. And my little brother on my phone, yeah, I'm comfortable. My little brother like, bitch, that's the hood. You straight. Whole time, shit. I guess they seen a car.
Watching shit.
Yeah, following the car the whole time, and they just wet the whole car. But shit, my
In your hood, they waiting up in your hood.
It's like, man, I don't know.
That's how you know, man. You gotta move cautious out here. Man, ain't nobody safe. Ain't nobody safe.
That's why I be telling niggas, bitch.
He was in his hood comfortably fluming though. He was fluming. He was on point.
Where you at?
Niggas be asking me like, will you come post up in my hood? Or you nah. I ain't even good, so how the fuck you tell another nigga he good in my shit?
Right.
All that rappers, y'all wanna go back to your hood, these niggas don't, you feel me? That shit over with, bro. Them people, that shit, you feel me? You could die anywhere.
Wow.
You're not safe. Ain't nothing.
Wow, that man said that shit over with. Man, back in my day, man, you was good, man. Niggas scramble it out, and we dabbing it out, we good. The next day, we walking that bitch. You on your hood. Motherfucker can't walk in this bitch like they got that bitch. You good. So you telling me now that shit different?
Man, we ain't throw a point since motherfucking 2019.
Wow.
You hear the new shit, these shit called.
I would say stay safe.
Like look how crazy that shit sound. Like that's their young days. Like they young days is 2019, bro. Like that shit make me feel old as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like damn, your young days is 2019, bro. I was on my way to prison. Like what the fuck? Chat, bro, that shit make a nigga feel old, gang.
They say call them motherfucking YNs. That's what they call this shit.
I'm scared of it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm scared when they mention YN. I'm scared of it on my soul. So with that being said, did that make you fearless or did that make you more cautious?
Shit. That made me like, it made me both. Cause like shit, I used to think like this. I'm a rapper, ain't nobody finna me. I could get touched too.
Yeah, right, okay.
Anybody could get touched, you feel me?
Okay.
Speaking of hanging with the wrong crowd and being around this way, that's exactly what that rapper did on November 30th, 2025, on Sunday. A young man identified as Jermaine Stevenson Jr., who just went to Facebook to celebrate he was an engineer, was shot to death as he waited to get his hair cut at the Town and Country Shopping Center. He was living in Lafayette for school, but was visiting his friend at the town to celebrate. He was an engineer, was shot to death as he waited to get his haircut at the Town and Country Shopping Center. He was living in Lafayette for school, but was visiting his family and loved ones in Hammond at the time of his death.
Man don't even look like no like. You feel me? But looks can be deceiving though. But he don't even look like he part of shit. Like
Jermaine was known to his family and friends as Meatball. Last year, his mom went to social media to talk about how proud she was of him graduating high school and fighting his demons. She wrote, "I watched my baby deal with the world."
You know what I'm saying? Like what demons now? What demons? You talking about the ops? You feel me? That's why I be saying, like, niggas be living a lifestyle, and then they old girls don't be knowing what's going on, gang. Like, what demons was he fighting?
On top of depression, sleepless nights, looking for answers, and I stood strong for my child, because he is my child, and I got him until the end. But God, my baby is senior. Jermaine Stevenson Jr., you did it. Class of 25. Little did his mom know, the same year he graduated, months later he would be gunned down only 4 weeks before his birthday.
What made that nigga do that though, bro? Like, let's get to it. I wanna know. What made him do it? Why'd you do it?
Now shortly after, Hammond police had provided more
Chat, why'd you do it? I wanna know why he did it. Well, like, what the fuck?
information about the shooting. Police said the suspect fled the Maine's Market and contacted HPD to report that he had shot someone. When officers reached the scene, they located and took 19-year-old Kalen Green into custody. He was booked on charges of second-degree murder and illegal discharge of a weapon. But after days would go by, Jermaine's mom would go to social media and vent her frustration after allegedly looking at a video that shows her son being gunned down. She wrote, "What was done to my baby was pure evil, pure hate. What that video shows is that he didn't bother you. He was where he was at the moment, waiting to get his haircut. You saw him. You shot him. The end. Justice will be served. Long live Meatball. Jermaine Stevenson Jr. We got you. We got this. Rest my baby. God will prevail." As of now.
Damn. So it's on camera. He just chilling, probably in his phone on TikTok or something, waiting.
Kalen's still arrested and hasn't been granted bond.
Happening right now, a conversation to curb youth violence on the North Shore. Advocates, neighbors, and even
It's
faith
like, what
leaders,
niggas
they are
be doing,
gathering
bruh?
in response to a recent Hammond killing that happened. They're hosting this town hall meeting at the Black Heritage Center to discuss how to create intervention measures and programs, or even mentorship programs, to stop young men from killing each other. It comes after the death of a teen this past Sunday. Only on WDSU News, his mother speaks with WDSU anchor Randy Russo about how her son knew the suspect accused of killing him.
At this point, I don't even really know how I'm gonna go on without my child, because it's just a lot. It's like, what is me without Meatball? Like, you know, it's a lot.
Brittany Beal should be celebrating the holidays with her son Jermaine Stevenson, affectionately known as Meatball. But instead, she's planning his funeral.
I'm just trying to understand what possessed somebody to be that evil to the point that you just feel like, it don't matter, I don't want you here no more, you just gonna die. Like, was it that serious?
Stevenson, who was visiting his girlfriend in Hammond, was gunned down at a shopping center the Sunday after Thanksgiving while he waited to get his hair cut. But Brittany says this wasn't his first encounter with the suspect accused of killing him.
They had grew up together. So y'all was determined to kill him either way it goes. Y'all was always picking.
There you go, chat. There you go. It's coming out.
Yeah, we lived in New Orleans. Y'all came to New Orleans and picked with my child. My child was in the hospital for a week. The same crew of boys, the same crew.
Stevenson, who graduated from Carver High School in New Orleans back in May, was currently attending UL.
So they already got up on him. They already got up with him one time. Now he finished the job. He seen his mans. He walked in there and seen his mans. He walked in there and seen his mans and did that.
Studying to be an electrical engineer. His mother says he always strived to be better, and now she's asking other young people to do the same.
I just feel like it should be a lesson to everybody. Like, y'all just don't know who y'all hurt in the process. It's not all about the person that you think that you're talking. What about the family that y'all leave to just grieve?
Randy Russo, WDSU News.
As we head out of here, we do want to say rest in peace to the victim. Once again, a level of condolences to his family. Fam, if nothing else, we should all say, be careful the life we're trying to choose. Sometimes that choice won't lead to another opportunity. Stories like this always hit different, especially when you take in accountability the ages of both the victim and the suspect. The teenager who threw his life away trying to impress people who probably wouldn't even ride for him in the long run. And on the other side, you got a man who never made it home from a simple trip to get a haircut while in town, a man with a family. And when it came to the suspect as mentioned, he was shot twice and just came home only to do this. Now as more details come out, including the video that the family was shown, this case is only going to get deeper. And you know I'm going to present the facts once it's presented to the public. But fam, based on what's presented thus far, I want y'all to let me know. Do you think this was a scared kid making a terrible decision? Or was he chasing the image that finally caught up with him? This was the story of a little...
That shit crazy though, cause nigga can't say that though. Dog probably was in the streets before the rap and shit, you feel me? Like, just like she said, they grew up with each other, so you feel me, chat? So they probably, something happened, you feel me? To where it's at the point like them boys got smoked, you feel me? They already got up on him one time and did something to him. She said they put him in the hospital, you feel me? So it's clear that it's smoke, you feel me? But dog probably was never even that tight, cause he ain't even got no blick on him or nothing. He just, they say he flew in to get a haircut or some shit, you feel me? So it's like he don't even stay here, you feel me? So it's like, at this point it do become bullying. But a nigga need to know what he did to make his bed though. He probably did some shit to where it's like, yeah, that'll make a nigga wanna, you feel me? Shit be crazy, chat. I ain't gonna lie, this shit be crazy.